my next one is an art project by a guy you might have heard of, Johnny Depp. I don't know if you've heard, he's related to Mrs. Depp. So we got this famous actor, amazing actor that is known the world over, that comes out and tells us that he's an artist in the background, and I'm going to actually play you a video. Let him tell you. He seems shy about the fact that he's an artist, and very down to earth. I mean, there's quite a lot of videos from him to the community in their Discord. They're actually having an AMA in a couple of days with him. So there's definitely something in value having some sort of access to Johnny Depp. His level of involvement going forward in it, only time will tell. But if he's really going to be involved and make this his passion project, then it's something that is definitely worth keeping on your radar. The art itself is really quite amazing. And as far as an art NFT goes, if you want it just for that, and the fact that it's made by Johnny Depp, there is value in that. I mean, they are doing if you want guaranteed whitelist, you can get a pass, a mint pass. There's already 2,200 owners, and the floor price is 1 ETH. So, there's definitely some, huge demand here. There isn't yet a mint date. There isn't yet a mint price. We know the collection size is going to be 111, so 11111, of which 10,000 are going to be mintable, and 1,111 are going to be kept for him and his team, for him to distribute as he sees fit. I want to play you this video because I think it's going to, in his words, put it a lot better than mine.
In my life, I've always had art. Long before acting, long before the music, it became an obsession and it became necessary for me. I was always painting, but just you paint it and you put it off to the side. For many years, I limited myself away from any sort of painting or showing any paintings because the idea of making it or succeeding, having success in one field, and then using that to instigate some other thing altogether, I was afraid of that. I had far too much respect for art to try to put myself into that world just because people knew of me as an actor. I didn't like that. It didn't sit well with me. But what I did was I limited myself, and that's something that no one should ever do. No one should ever do.
So yeah, I mean, he does go on, and if you're interested in this project, I would highly recommend going through to his website. Something that remains to be seen is how many original arts there are. So if you look at these two ladies here, they're a different NFT, but based off the same. And these two guys here look very, very similar. So I don't know what the original collection size is. So how many unique artworks are there? And then how many, derivatives of that artwork? That it's not like all 10,000 or 10,000 paintings that he's done. So it is something that you see this one here and this one in the corner here. And these two girls look very, very similar. So how we got that with what was that one? Mechaverse, where when they revealed and you saw them on a page, they all looked quite similar to each other. I don't know. I mean, it remains to be seen. A really notable celebrity behind it. It does seem like this is his passion. The roadmap is unclear as far as exact deliverables. So, they say that there will be some metaverse play. There's going to be a donation to two notable causes to do with children's health, which are very close to his heart. So I just want to find what they said about the roadmap here. So he's already planning on how he'll be creating value with those who believe in him most from derivatives. So maybe a second collection, metaverse partnerships, in real life shows, and harnessing the power of the social tokens to drive the art. He also does say that this community will be his priority in following collections should it get there. You've got 65,000 people on Discord, on Twitter, so 50,000 on Twitter. Here's some more of the art being shown. So he's adding traits. So it's it does seem there's a lot of videos, guys. If you're interested, I would really have a look at it. It does seem to me like this is his passion and this is something that he's very behind. Going to be interesting. My experience with art projects generally is that they don't go parabolic long term. And they tend to be an art piece, and you hold the art, you enjoy the art. Obviously, we've got Fidenzas, some notable art blocks that do go parabolic. But for the most part, these type of projects typically get a price that they settle at, whatever that may be. And there might be a lot of hype up front, it might drop after reveal. You'll find a level and it tends to stay there. So unless you're a really big fan or love the art, do I think that this is a long-term hold that's going to appreciate in value long-term? I don't think so much. I was listening to a thing by Gary Vee last night and just happened to be on it. And he said that at the moment, NFTs are collectability first and utility after. Whereas in the future, he's imagining that it's going to be utility first and collectability after within NFTs. So like your NFT is going to be your ticket to your baseball game. So it's going to have the utility of getting you into the game. You would have bought that ticket anyway. And the fact that after the game that is a store of proof that you were at the game and becomes collectible is secondary. Whereas now it's completely the opposite way around. With that mantra in mind, collections that don't have huge utility might not succeed long term. He's saying he will give utility. So I'm not saying regarding this project specifically, but yeah, another interesting one. Definitely got a lot of press. I mean, on the Discord, the press page is probably the longest page, and we always do say that news and press drives the NFT market. So if that's the case, I mean, any entertainment magazine or anything like that has featured this. I would compare it very much actually to the crypto bats. Obviously, Ozzy Osbourne's crypto bats had more utility up front, but very similar to that. You saw the hype and you saw it go, and then you saw it come, and now it's sitting at about the 1 ETH floor, and it remains to be seen what it's going to do further. But it seems similar to that from the press side. So you're definitely going to have hype in this project because there is a lot of press. It is a notable guy. My only concern is what I said: the artwork, how unique is each piece to each other, and how happy is the community going to be when I've got one and you've got one that look almost identical. And that remains to be seen. So we'll see where that goes.
There is something to be said about holding one of Johnny Depp's original NFTs, though, right? When you talk about collectability. So it will be interesting to see where it goes and what happens with it.
Look, part of the thing is that there will be some prints given out to some lucky people will get physical prints of them. I think those will have value. The thing, any collection of NFTs, 10,000. It's not as rare as the 10 original paintings, let's just say, for example, that he's done. Right? I'd much rather, obviously, have one of those 10 than 10,000. It dilutes it a bit. But I mean, there is history to it. There is, he's one of the first true artists to actually drop his own collection that happens to be a massive celebrity, right? So there's notability to it, and that's why it's on our show, because there is hype on our hype show today. I'm interested. I don't know what it's going to be, but just wanted to give my thought process on it in general. But I'm going to be watching it. We don't know what the mint price is yet either. We don't know the launch date. It depends on the mint price, and from my personal perspective. But going to be interesting.